In this video, we're going to look at the concept of collision in physics. Alright, so collision is something we see in everyday life. Alright, so when two bodies hit together, collision automatically occurs. Alright, so that's collision whenever two bodies hit together. Okay, so basically there are two types of collision in physics. We have the perfectly elastic collision and perfectly inelastic collision. Alright, now perfectly elastic collision is a type of collision with both kinetic energy and momentum are conserved, and it can be calculated using m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Whereas perfectly inelastic collision is a type of collision in which only momentum is conserved. Kinetic energy is not conserved in perfectly inelastic collision. Right, and for perfectly inelastic collision, it can be calculated using in physics using this formula m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals v in bracket m1 plus m2. Right, so this is the formula used to calculate perfectly inelastic collision. This one is for perfectly elastic collision. Alright, so let's look at some problems on collision calculations in it and apply this formula to them to get whatever we're asked to find. Alright, note that most of your physics questions or most questions for collision usually come from perfectly inelastic collision. Alright, so take note of that. Now let's get some problems and solve. Let's write this. Okay, let's look at this question. It says a block of mass 0.01 kg moves horizontally with a speed of 400 meters per second and embeds itself in a block of mass 0.39 kg that is initially at rest on a frictionless table. Find the final velocity of the bullet and block. So let's get our parameters so that we know the right formula to apply for this problem. Okay, in this question we have our m1 to be 0.01 kg. Alright, we have our u1 to be 400 meters per second. We have our m2 to be 0.39 kg. We have our u2 to be when m2 is 0.39 kg, the velocity is at rest. Alright, initially at rest, that means it will be 0. Okay, so we are looking for v. Now v. That means we're going to use this question is under perfectly inelastic collision. So we're going to apply m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals v in bracket m1 plus m2. So we are looking for the velocity of impact, right? The final velocity v. So when you substitute these values, you're going to have, remember this u is your initial velocity. We have two initial velocities for this question and two masses. Alright, now let's impute the value. We're going to have our m1 is, we're going to have 0.01 times u1 is 400, right, plus m2 is 0.39 times 0, right, equals v in brackets. We have 0.01, right, plus 0.39. So when you simplify this, you're going to have, so let me punch this in my calculator. 0.01 times 400 give us 4. Alright, everything here 0.39 times 0 still give you 0. So we left 4 at the left side of the equation equals v in bracket. So let me punch what is in that bracket. Okay, so when you add what is inside the bracket, you're going to have 0.4. So to make v the solid formula, divide both sides by 0.4. This will cancel this. Therefore, our v will be 4 divided by 0.4. It will give us 10. So we're going to have the final velocity to be 10 meters per second. So that will be the final velocity. Now let's wipe this and solve another problem. Okay, let's look at this question. It says a revolver of mass 6 kg releases a bullet of mass 0.05 kg at a speed of 200 meters per second. What is the revolver speed of recoil? Alright, So let's get the parameters. Our u1 will be 0, our m1 will be 6 kg, our u2 will be 200 meter per second, our m2 will be 0.05 kg. Right? Why our u1 is 0? Because when the revolver is released from the bullet is released from the revolver, rather, the bullet initially we have a velocity of 0 before it starts moving at this velocity of 200 meters per second. Alright, so don't be confused with it. So initial velocity will be 0. Okay, so and we are looking for, we ask what is the revolver speed of recoil. Alright, so we're looking for final velocity, which is unknown. That's the velocity is used to return recoil. Alright, so now we're going to apply, this is perfectly in elastic collision. We're going to apply m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals v in bracket m1 plus m2. So when you substitute, we're going to have our m1 is 690 plus, so m2 is 0.05 times u2 is 200, right, equals v in brackets. So we have 6 plus, right, 0.05 all in brackets. Okay, so when you simplify it, everything I give is 0. So let me multiply 0.05 by 200. Okay, so we're going to have 10 equals v in brackets. So 6 plus 0.05 give us 6.05. So to make v the solid formula, divide both sides by 6.05. 6.05. If we cancel this, so therefore 10 divided by 6.05, let me punch it. Alright, so our final velocity will be 1.65 if you are leaving it in 2 decimal places, meter per second. Right, so this will be the speed of recoil, the final velocity. So let's wipe and solve one more example, and after you can call it a class. Okay, so let's look at this typical question. It says a rifle fires a bullet of mass 0.01 kg with a velocity of 300 meters per second. Find the recoil velocity if the mass of the rifle is 6 kg. Right, let's get our parameters. In this question, we have our m1 to be 0.01 kg. We have our u1 to be 300 meters per second, and we have our m2 to be 6 kg. Our u2 will be 0, right, because the rifle is not moving. Alright, so we are asked to find the recoil velocity v. Alright, that means we still apply. This question is under perfectly inelastic collision. Like I told you, most of the questions you see in collision will come from perfectly inelastic collision. Alright, so we're going to, final velocity is unknown, so we're going to apply m1 u1 plus m2 u2 equals v in bracket m1 plus m2. So let's substitute the value. We're going to have m1 is 0.01, right, times 300 plus our m2 is 6 times 0 equals v in brackets 6 plus 0.01. So when you simplify this, 0.0 times 200 will give us, we're going to have 3. So 6 times 0 is 0. Everything is, we only have 3 at the left side of the equation equals. So when you simplify this, v in bracket 6 plus 0.01 give us 6.01. Alright, so to make v the solid formula, divide both sides by 6.01. 6.01. This will cancel this. Therefore, our final velocity v will be, let me point this with my calculator. 3 divided by 6.01. Okay, so I have it to be 0.49, which is approximately, if we are leaving it to 1 decimal place, 0.5 meter per second. Alright, this is one. Okay, so this is basically how you can solve problems involving collision in physics. We looked at perfectly elastic collision, perfectly inelastic collision. Alright, so this is it, guys. With this, we have come to the end of the class. Hope you learned something interesting. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe to the channel and hit the subscribe button for more videos. Like, share, and comment on this video to tell me how you feel. You got what I learned from this class. If you seem to have any specific question to ask, feel free to be placed in the comment section below. And I'm sure to give you a response. That's for this class. Thanks for watching.